So what's going on, everybody? FJC here, back with another BattleBit video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the most recent update that came to BattleBit Remastered, which had a lot of changes to barrel attachments and under barrel attachments. I'm also going to go over the Dusty Dew rework and all the other changes that were made in this update. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. I'm not going to focus too much about the attachment changes to the under barrels and barrels because I plan to make a dedicated video on the best attachment combos in the game in the future. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I haven't noticed a huge difference in changes to the attachments. I'm pretty much using the exact same setups that I used prior to the update, which for most guns was the ERC grip, a quick mag, either a short suppressor or the NT4 or tactical barrel, depending on what gun I was using. And it still feels pretty much exactly the same. Some guns may have a little more recoil, but honestly, recoil control in BattleBit is fairly simple, so pulling down on the mouse a little bit more isn't a big deal. But I am going to put the graph for both the grip changes and the barrel changes on screen right now. Go ahead and pause the video if you guys want to look at every single attachment and every single section. But like I said previously, in the future, I'm probably going to release a video in depth with all the attachments and the best setups to use, so stay tuned for that. On to the next update that they released. Now in the create a class section, they actually have the magnifications for each sight on it, which honestly isn't the worst update, but it also isn't the best. Everybody was kind of under the assumption or already knew that the short range scopes only had a 1x magnification, but for their medium range scopes, it actually tells you the precise magnification. So for example, the ACOG is 4x magnification, the M125 is 3.5x magnification, and the Prisma is 3.4x magnification. Now we move on to a pretty big change in my opinion. They finally fixed the C4 magnetization to objects. Previous to this change, when you would throw a C4, it would automatically stick to an object pretty much instantly. If you were to prone on the ground and look as far as you could up, it would still stick to the ground. Now with the latest update, it doesn't really stick too much. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really seen it stick to objects like it has previously. And I do not know if it was mentioned, but I genuinely feel like the damage output for the C4 was fixed. Previous to this update, it just felt like the C4 damage was very inconsistent. You could throw it at the same exact spot in front of an enemy. Sometimes you would end up killing them, and sometimes you would end up getting a hit marker. And I have to say, with the most recent update, I haven't gotten a unfair hit marker with the C4 in my opinion once, and I'm talking unfair when I throw it right in front of an enemy's feet and he just looks at me after it blows up and kills me. They also made changes to the grass models in game, and this is purely because of Kodiak. When the map Kodiak first came out, it was very, very clear that it's hard to see enemies when they're proned in the grass on that map specifically. I never thought it was too hard to see enemies proned in the grass on other maps, but on Kodiak specifically, because of the color combination and the grass height, it made it damn near impossible. So they went ahead and changed the height and the way that grass looks for every map just to make it a fair balance. And lastly, we're going to talk about the Dusty Dew rework, which I'm not going to go too in depth about because it's literally dusty poo. I personally didn't think Dusty Dew was the worst map in the world, but I also didn't think it was the best in BattleBit. But I truly don't understand how every time they rework a map in BattleBit, it ends up making the map even worse. Specifically for Dusty Dew, it went from a map that had some pretty dense areas in it versus what they have released now, which is a giant open map that literally looks like a vehicle playground, and one of the flags on the map is directly in the open, and it just makes no sense to me at all. Other than that, guys, that's everything major in my opinion that they released in the update that will have a genuine impact on the game itself. I know BattleBit hasn't been the main focus on my channel for a little bit, but I'm definitely going to make a video in the future about the state of BattleBit and the state of it on my channel. Unfortunately, it's no surprise to anyone who's an active player on BattleBit that the game is dying rapidly every single day, and there's no gaining momentum, it's only losing momentum. But they also have posted in Discord that over the past 3 months, they've been preparing for 3 significant events at the end of November. So hopefully those events actually bring players back to the game and it can give the game a little bit more momentum, because I truly do love this game and I think it has the potential to be one of the greatest FPS games on Steam, but that isn't for me to decide, and that's completely in the developer's hands. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for all the support recently over on my Twitch and my YouTube channel. I can't thank you guys enough, so I'm going to thank you in every single video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Much love.